Hello, hello. This is Lucia here, and I'm gonna be guiding you through a flow practice in which we're gonna be exploring the sidelines of your body. And we will be using a strap or anything that can replace a strap. I'm using an elastic band, and you might need a block. And also find something soft to sit on. I'm using a cushion, but maybe you can use a blanket or a pillow, anything that evokes softness in you. So, inviting you to start seated, but if you feel like starting laying down or maybe even standing, that's totally fine. So, when you're ready to start being guided by me, bring one hand crossing your body and the other one crossing underneath, so as to contact the sides of your rib basket. If this is kind of not comfortable for you, you're very welcome to maybe take this other position of bringing your hands to each side of your ribs. So it's okay, either arm crossing in front or underneath, it's the same. If you feel comfortable to close your eyes, please do so. And take a moment to receive sensation where your hands are contacting your rib basket. So most of the times we are familiar with the shape shifting of a rib basket thanks to the breath through the front body. And we're not so familiar with the shape shifting of the rib basket through the sides. So taking a few moments here to receive sensation or to open to those hundreds of receptors on the palm of your hands. And how is the temperature there in the soft contact of your hands meeting the gills of your ribs? Without directing the breath in any way, being a witness of your breath with breathing you in this area of your body. And perhaps you also notice how your forearms rise a little bit when you inhale and then meet your body as you exhale, like sink in your body as you exhale if you've got your arms crossed. Invite yourself to wake up the cells of the sides of your rib basket and allow this area of your body to move you. So perhaps standing starting to side bend onto one side, then to the other side. See how your head responds to this and continue. If you want, you can keep your eyes closed or open if you feel safer. And allow for the next 2 minutes the movement to guide you. For example, in my case, I felt a call to open my eyes and to kind of circle around with the container of the ribs in a curvy way, in a wavy and non-linear way. Check in with the jaw. If there is a necessary tension there, how can you soften that area? And at some point, you're very welcome to continue to keep your arms where they are. But if perhaps your body chooses to open the arms, allow that unwinding to happen. So listening to the cellular intelligence of this area of your body, moving slowly, allowing this space to yawn. And how is your breath? And the last few moments of this brief exploration of the sidelines of your body. Noticing how when you side bend onto one side, the other side expands. And inviting you into some kind of stillness. Feel free to release your hands onto your legs. And take a moment here to witness any ripple effect throughout your body. How do you perceive now the container of your rib basket? And gently, please, taking all fours, but a little bit different. Instead of bringing your knees underneath each hip, you're going to open your knees wide, really wide, using the mat distance, the mat width, and keep your feet contacting at the back. So try not to block your elbows through the whole practice, or when we take this shape, and start kind of swaying side to side, side to side from the pelvis, like a pendulum, side to side. And take the next 10 breaths to maybe stay here with this option, or perhaps sinking your pelvis back, then to one side, to the front, to the other side. 10 breaths. If you know what Ujjayi is, feel free to breathe with Ujjayi. And allow the movement to take the driver's seat here. In my case, some undulating is happening. My low back needs these very much. Take 4 more breaths. Deep, smooth inhaling. Deep, smooth exhaling. Remember, the sides of your ribs are also breathing. And please continue with your own movement all the way into your downward facing dog. We will meet there. Breathing in, breathing out. Right leg will rise. Try to move slowly, savoring each little movement, each transition. Exhale, step forward. Right arm will rise into an easy twist. Breathing in here. Exhale, release. Right hand to the floor. Plant your back heel. And you're going to take Skandasana, bending the left knee. So shift to the back of the mat. And fold your arms from the center of the sternum. And then sweep your left arm above your head as you frame the back foot and start rolling over the outer edges of both feet for Cleopatra shape, opening the left arm to the front of your mat. You need to push with your right hand the floor. Come back to the center. So taking a wide-legged folding forward, keeping the head heavy, arms pouring down. As you inhale, bend through your knees a little bit, rise all the way up to the sky. Continue to journey up with your arms. Exhale, release to the sides of your torso. Find your elbows at the back, or maybe reverse namaste, bringing your palms to touch. And start turning to the front of the room as you fly into Warrior 3, lifting your back leg. Breathing in here. Exhale, find the floor with your hands for a gentle split here, keeping the left toes facing the floor. Hands to the earth, left foot steps back, three-legged dog, right leg rising, all the way into your three-legged high plank. You're gonna roll over your left side and then release your right foot back for wild thing. Lean into your back body as you rise from the front body. Breathing in here. Exhale, roll back down. Right hand to the earth, three-legged dog. Yawning and pushing the space above you with that right sole of your foot. Breathing in here. Exhale, step forward with your right foot. Left foot follows. Halfway lift. Breathing in here. Exhale, pour back down. Roll all the way up into standing. Continue to rise through your fingertips. Notice how the sides of your body lengthen as you continue to feel grounded through your feet. And exhale, pour back down to the earth, bowing into the earth. Halfway lift again. Try to keep your knees softly bent. Feel free to jump back into high plank or step back. Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. All the way up into your version of cobra. And back into downward facing dog. Take 2 or 3 juicy breaths here in your down dog before we take the other side. When you're ready, left leg will rise. Imagine that is like a long tail from the navel extending. Step forward, left arm will rise into an easy twist. Breathing in, follow with your eyes that hand. Exhale, release back to the earth and start turning towards the back as you drop the back heel to the floor. Bend your right knee now, opening your arms for Skandasana. Breathing in here. Sweep your right arm above your head. Frame the back foot and continue to turn towards your right, opening your right arm to the front, rolling over the outer edges of both feet. Come back to the center for a wide-legged folding forward. Both feet are parallel, heavy head, heavy arms. Your spine resting here. Halfway lift and continue to rise all the way up, breathing with the sides of your rib basket. Exhale, release your arms to the sides. Again, find your elbows through the back or maybe reverse namaste. Start turning to the front of your mat, finding warrior 3. So try to keep your right toes facing the floor and start finding the earth with both hands for a split. Remember, try not to rush through the transitions. As you inhale, step back with your right foot, plant your hands, three-legged dog, left leg rising, all the way into your three-legged high plank. Start to roll over your right side and gently, gradually, you're going to release your left foot back for wild thing. Bring the left hand to support the back of the head, breathing in here. And exhale, roll back down into your three-legged dog, breathing in here. Exhale, step forward, right foot follows. Halfway lift here. Try to journey back with your sitting bones and pour back down. Roll all the way up into standing vertebra by vertebra, spreading your toes. Reach up through your fingertips and bow down into the earth again. Feel free here to step or to jump into your high plank. Notice a moment there, how you can soften through the shape. And take Chaturanga or Ashtanga, all the way into your cobra, your arc, and back into your downward facing dog. We're gonna repeat that phrase one more time. So take a moment here to notice how your hands are really connected to the floor. Imagine that you've got like duck paws. And please, when you're ready, right leg will rise, sensing with your right sole of your foot as if it were like a huge tongue savoring the air. And step forward, right arm will rise into an easy twist. Breathing in here, follow with your eyes that arm. Exhale, hand to the floor, drop your left heel and bend through the left knee, finding Skandasana. Opening your arms, finding this kind of samurai shape with your arms. And then swing your left arm above your head. Frame the back foot and start turning over the outer edges of both feet towards your left side for Cleopatra shape. You want to keep that right shoulder plugged into your back muscles. And here we're going to pulse 3 times. So push the earth down as you rise from the left side of your body, left arm above your head. And come back to the earth with your right hip. 2 more times. push the earth down, rise from the left side of your ribs and back to the earth. Listen to your body if this is too much for you. Last one, rise. Take a few seconds here. The head is just hanging there. And start turning to your wide-legged, folding forward. Feet are parallel, your arms, your head is pouring down. As you inhale, rise all the way up. As you continue to tear apart the mat in two with both feet, continue to gaze towards the ceiling and exhale. Release your arms to the sides. So see if you want to again hold onto your elbows or maybe palms touching and turn towards the front for your warrior 3. We're going to take here 4 breaths. So try to keep the center of your spine rising towards your arms or your hands, and try to keep the right kidney rising and the left hip crest facing the floor. Release your hands to the earth. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Left leg rising, but try to keep your left toes facing the floor. Here, if you feel like taking a handstand, you can. But we will meet with the left leg back and in a 3-legged dog, right leg rising. All the way into your 3-legged high plank. Start rolling over your left side and very slowly you're gonna drop the right foot back for wild thing. Bring the right hand to support the back of the head and try to rise through the bottom of the sternum, through your groins. Exhale, come back into your 3-legged dog. Right leg rising from the navel. Step forward, exhale. Left foot follows forward, halfway lift. Exhale, pour back down. Roll all the way up into standing. Continue to rise through your arms. Take a moment here to notice the space at both sides of your body, right and left, left and right. And pour back down into the earth. Sounding is welcome. Feel free to step or to jump back into your high plank, lowering through chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Try to wave through your spine like a worm as you take cobra shape, and then back into your downward facing dog. Exhales through the mouth are welcome. And when you're ready, we will take the left side. Left leg will rise, breathing in. Exhale, step forward. Easy twist, rising through your left arm. Try not to collapse over your right shoulder. Feel the buoyancy journeying all the way to your left fingertips, all the way back to your right heel. And release your left hand, drop your right heel. Take Skandasana by bending your back knee and fold your arms into this samurai shape. And swing your right arm above your head. Frame your back foot and start turning over the outer edges of both feet for Cleopatra. So we're going to pulse here 3 times. Rise as you push the earth down through the right side of your body. And then come back to the earth. Feel this resistance of not collapsing. 2 more. And back to the earth. Maybe you can sense how your right arm moves from your ribs. And come back to the earth. Turn to a wide-legged, folding forward. We're going to take here 4 breaths. So you're very welcome to take the shape in stillness, or if you want to move through the shape, that's totally fine. Perhaps waving again through your torso, expanding one side, condensing the other side. Take 2 more breaths. Try to keep the weight a little bit more distributed at the top of your feet. And on your next inhale, rise all the way up into standing. Your eyes reach up. Exhale, release your arms to the sides. Find your binding here, holding onto your elbows, or maybe reverse namaste. Turn to the front of the mat and fly into your warrior 3. 4 breaths here. It can be really challenging to take a standing balance, so try to stay kind of strong but soft at the same time. How you can soften through the left knee a little bit. And start folding forward as you take your split. Find the earth with your hands. And again, if you enjoy inverting here, feel free to take a handstand. We will meet in a low lunge. Right foot steps back. 3-legged dog. Left leg rising. All the way into your 3-legged high plank. Start rolling over your right side and drop your left foot back really gradually. Bring the left hand to support the back of the head. And you can lean onto that hand with the back of the head. Keep your right arm strong, pushing the earth down. Feeling that rebound, that ripple effect, traveling all the way through your arm, through your legs, up into the ceiling. And then please find the earth again with your left leg, 3-legged dog, left leg rising. Step forward. How is your breath? Right foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, pour back down. Roll all the way up as the tail pours down, vertebra by vertebra. Continue to rise through your fingertips and pour back down. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Feel free here to jump or to step back into high plank, followed by chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Rising into your version of cobra and back into downward facing dog. Take a moment to notice how your armpits are breathing, are hollow, at the same time that the back of the heart is rising to the ceiling. Please take child pose for a few breaths. So dropping the knees, resting your pelvis back on your heels. Taking a little pause to reset, digest. When you're ready, you're going to take downward facing dog again, and feel free to step forward or to take a little hop between your hands. Pour the torso down, and this time bend through the knees, halfway lift. Keep a good bending on your knees. Open your arms to the sides and push the air behind you with your back body as you push the earth down to rise. Exhale, release your arms through the front to the sides. Take a moment here to perceive how your pelvic floor is. If you notice that the breath is happening in the high area of your torso, in the upper area, open to the awareness of your breath, breathing through the low belly. All right, so please take your strap and you want to hold it like more than shoulder distance apart. Okay, really work comfortable with the width. So crossing your right leg behind your left leg, and you're gonna side bend onto the left side. So notice how your right hip has this tendency of journey back with this shape. So you're gonna bring your right hip forward, and you're gonna pull with your right hand to the ceiling at the same time that the bottom of the sternum rises to the ceiling. Feel free to move your neck in its own way here. One more breath. And please step back with your right foot. You're gonna continue to turn to your right to the back and complete the turn until you find both legs crossing, and side bend to the right. Try to notice how your wrists are and keep them following the line of your arms. So you're squeezing both legs to each other, and you're opening to the miracle of your breath, or to something bigger than yourself that is traveling through you, the energy. And come back to the center, to the front, all the way to the front. Release your strap forward, hands to the earth, three-legged dog, left leg rising. Bring the left foreleg forward for pigeon pose. So in my case, I'm going to use a block here to support my left hip, my left glute, and try to find those, or better said, allow those micro movements with your pelvis to find you, so that you can sense where your pelvis is in space. And also kind of this serpent movement with your rib basket side to side, as if you were swimming like fishes that they breathe through the sides of your ribs, of their bodies. And here, feel free to stay upright or to fold forward. I'm gonna use my forearms to support my torso. While you hold the shape, notice how or notice the space between your front body and your back body. A deep volume in between. Deep and smooth inhale. Deep and smooth exhale. Please, hands to the earth. Remove any prop that you might be using and take three-legged dog. All the way into your three-legged high plank and lower all the way to the earth. You're going to bring your arms to the sides of your body and fly into locust shape, Shalavasana. So first, make space on your low back by pushing the earth gently with your groins, with your quads, and then fly through the skin of your back body, being magnetized by the ceiling. Bring your arms to float as well. How are your eyes? Try to keep the back of the neck, the back of your skull, yawning here. The forehead is relaxed. And release back down into the earth. Taking a little pause here. Any spontaneous expression through sound, through breath is welcome. And when you're ready, hands beneath your shoulders, tuck your toes in. Feel free to press into high plank or tabletop downward facing dog. Gaze forward, step or float between your hands. Halfway lift here, bend through the knees as deep as you want. Open through your arms to the sides and push the earth down as you rise from the crown center, bringing your tip of the shoulder blades down as you rise through your little fingers, and flip your palms down. Push the air down as you rise from the crown center. Taking a few moments here before we continue. Receiving any sensory feedback that calls your attention. Don't rush, take your time, but we will take the other side. So hold the strap or your band wider than shoulder distance apart. And now, crossing your left leg to the back, you're going to side bend onto the right. So bring your left hip forward, kind of squeeze your legs towards each other. Open the bottom of the heart to the ceiling. And how is your breath here? Keep pulling with your left hand towards the ceiling, the strap. Full body breathing in. Full body breathing out. Left foot will step back and continue to turn to the left all the way until you keep your legs crossed again and side bend to the left. Notice the expansion and the spaciousness on your right side now. And notice the deep volume of the burial of your torso, your viscera, your lungs there, the spinal cord breathing, and release the twist all the way to the top. Release the strap, hands to the earth. Three-legged dog, right leg will rise. Bring your right foreleg forward for pigeon pose. You don't need to keep the front leg parallel to the front of the mat. And also, you don't need to keep the front knee at the same level of your right hip. Find your own way to, yes, trying to keep your hips leveled, but honoring your body's needs. And again, receiving those micro adjustments, maybe swaying side to side, or curving through your spine. And when you are satisfied with your alignment, bring your hands or forearms to the earth. I have a tendency of kind of tensing my jaw, and mostly when I'm speaking too much, so checking in with that area. Maybe it happens to you as well. Take 1 or 2 more breaths, please, wherever you are. And bring your hands to the earth. Remove any prop that you're using. Three-legged dog, right leg will rise. All the way into your three-legged high plank and lay down on your belly. So you're going to open your left arm to the side, perpendicular to your body, and start rolling over that side. Cross your right leg over the left leg, and then come back to the center. And you're going to shift sides. So opening your right arm, rolling over your right side, crossing your left leg over. Come back to the center. Take a few of these rollings side to side. Take it at your own depth. Also, if your body chooses to stay a little bit longer on any of the sides, honor that. Continue. How is your breathing? And please come back to the center. You're going to bring your hands one on top of the other and rest your forehead on your hands. You're welcome to open your mouth a little bit. So as to relieve any tension. And please, rolling onto your back body whenever you're ready. And here you're gonna bring the soles of your feet to touch for reclining butterfly here. And we're gonna take the last moments here of your practice. At any point, you are welcome to change the position of your legs. But if it's okay for you, keep them as they are for a few moments. Allowing your eyes to rest at the back of the skull. Allowing your eyelids to rest. Allowing your pelvic floor to soften. You're very welcome to keep your hands contacting the torso or at the sides of your body, and inviting you to lengthen through your legs now for a few more moments of short shavasana. Feel free to cover yourself you if the room in which you are right now is a little bit cold, or maybe turning the lights off. Leaning into silence, into stillness. If you need extra time, please stay a little bit longer resting on your back, all the time that you need, that you want. But if you feel like ending your practice with me, notice your breathing, your natural flow. And take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Once more. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Noticing the earth beneath you, receiving you, giving you support. and start to receive your first moves. Maybe your heels, the toes start to curl, yawning with your arms, with the whole body. And roll onto one side, taking a few moments there. You're ready, taking a seat, legs crossed perhaps, and bringing your hands to the heart space. Tuning in with your heart's energetic field. You can visualize a golden sphere, the center of the chest. Expanding into every corner of your living architecture. And expanding this golden sphere beyond your skin into the room in which you are, pouring the qualities of your heart into the space that you are right now. Compassion, kindness, gentleness, honesty, non-judgment, acceptance, and any qualities that you relate to the space of the heart. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Thank you very much for being on the other side. And hopefully we will connect next time. Feel free to leave any comments or suggestions. It's very welcome. And please take care, be gentle with yourself, and see you next time. Thank you.